Ecclesiasticus chapter 37. Every friend said, I am his friend also. But there is a friend which is only a friend in name. Okay? So everybody could say that they're your friend. People say, yeah, I'm his friend also. But like scripture says, some friends are only friend in name, not in deed. Okay? So just because they say you're friends, really not your friend. It is not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned into an enemy. Okay? O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit? Okay? So the imagination causes a lot of deceit. Okay? And it's an evil deceit that spread it to the minds of everybody on earth. Okay? So you don't have to be angry until death to lose a friend. All right? It's bad to lose a good friend, though. There is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him. Okay? So there's people that celebrate with you when you on high, and then when you get them on low, they be against you. Okay? So in prosperity, they'll be a companion, but in a time of trouble, they'll be against you. All right? So you got to watch out for those type of friends. There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy. Okay? So there's also a companion which helpeth his friend to eat and also fight his enemies. All right? So you got to be aware of which one is your real true friend. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. Okay? So when you become rich, don't forget who your real friends are. Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there is some that counseleth for himself. Be aware of a counselor, and know before what need he hath, for he will counsel for himself, lest he has the lot upon thee, and say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee. Okay? So it's not good to have people counseling you, just anybody counseling you. You got to watch who counsel you, because everybody don't counsel you for you. Some people counsel for themselves. Okay? Consult not with one that suspecteth thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Okay? So you don't consult with people that suspect you of things or envy you. Okay? Neither counsel with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous, neither with a coward in matters of war. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous, neither with a coward in matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness, nor with a merciful man touching kindness, nor with slothful for any work, nor with an hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel. Okay, so those are some examples of who you should not be counseling with. But be continued with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy God, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And let the counsel of thy own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. And above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct thy way in truth. Let reason go before every enterprise, and counsel before every action. Okay, so it's always good to have counsel before every action. All right. So we know that scripture also tells us that counseling wins wars. All right. The continence is a sign of changing of the heart. The continence is a sign of changing of the heart. For a manner of things appear, good and evil, life and death, but the tongue ruleth over them continually. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. There is one that showeth wisdom in words, and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food. For grace is not given him from the Lord, because he is deprived of all wisdom. Another is wise to himself, and the fruits of understanding are commendable in his mouth. A wise man instructeth his people, and the fruits of his understanding fail not. A wise man shall be filled with blessing, and all they that see him shall count him happy. The days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. A wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Okay? So everything is not for everybody. All right? We should all understand that. You know, you can't do everything just because another person is doing it. Okay? What's profitable to him may not be profitable to you. So we understand that, right? For all things are not profitable for all men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Be not unsustainable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and suffereth will turn into choler. By suffering have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. Oh, okay. So it is good to not eat meat all the time and not be so full of meat, because meat brings choler. And what is choler? Let's look up the word choler.